What up, y'all? It's your man ES the Herman Star back uh, again. Yeah, back again. I am not cutting that out. Back again with another video, and I'm here to do the general read for the sign of Taurus, my moon babies. What's happening? So if you have Taurus anywhere in your chart, sun, moon, or rising, this is for you. What's happening, Taurus? How's my moon babies doing? We good? Alright, so if you would like a personal read, you are able to book that, you know, the normal announcement shenanigan stuff. Find that. You can find my email in the description box below. Oh boy. For you to book that personal read. Again, you reach out to me, I'll never reach out to you. Anyone reaching out to you is a scammer. Okay? Also, if you're someone who likes to read books, stories, and things of that nature, novels, this is my book, Late Nights on Broadway. You can find that book a number of places. You know, it's on sale right now, the ebook version, in one of the stores. It's on sale for 75% off on smashwords.com. I will leave that link in the description box below so you don't necessarily have to remember. But again, Smashwords is the link. Also, the code that you use during checkout will be down there as well for you to receive the 75% off discount of the book. There are physical copies of this book as well. You can find that on Amazon, and I'll leave the links to the other stores where this book can be found, both electronically and physical copies. But right now, Smashwords is the only store at this moment in time that is doing the 75% off sale for this book. Once promos come in and I qualify for them, of course, I will let you all know. But I just wanted to, you know, just in case anyone else was interested in things that I do outside of tarot, you wanted to support me in other ways, not just subscribing to the channel and watching videos and sharing and stuff, but support me in general. One way of doing it is by supporting my creative writing endeavors, you know. So just wanted to get that out the way. Now that the self-promotion is here, let's get into your reading. We start off with the 10 of Cups in reverse. So this is a broken home. You know, this is separation, essentially. And I will say, Taurus, that there is a lot of, it seems as though for you, your sign, I remember during the last live that I did, by the way, I'm going to do one more All Signs live reading, more on that at the end of this video, but the last one I did just a couple weeks ago or so, it seems like, I remember you were in some type of turmoil, it seemed. Now, it did seem like things were getting better, and it does seem as though, at least with this, your reading here, it does end off in a more so positive note, but it does seem to resonate with this reading. It's looking like right now that it's seeming to resonate with the last reading that you got, which again was the live one that I did, or at least the last live reading, right? Go check that out if you know, I will leave that at the end of, it'll pop up at the end of this video, of course. I'll leave that as one of the videos. But you're still reeling from this, it seems, you know. I think this, for whatever reason, is affecting many Tauruses out there. Because some Tauruses are moving at a faster pace when it comes to this, and others are taking a more so slower pace. But advancements are still happening. It's just faster for some Tauruses, slower for others. Personally speaking, I think that this is meant for a Taurus who is moving on the slower side of things. Because your next card is the Fool in reverse, not the Fool upright. This would symbolize a more so faster pace of advanced movement if it was like this. And I believe you got this when I did the live reading. Okay. Now, if for whatever reason, because that energy, whoever I was for, if it wasn't for you, it definitely is for a sign for somebody who you might have that sign in your chart, because that energy seems to be very much overlapping in this reading right here. But it showed up like this. All right. Now, this is someone who is stalling change, essentially. Someone who's very much reckless. And I think this has a lot to do with, the separation of your family in general. Your recklessness is causing the people in your life to not want to associate with you, blood or not. More so the Ten of Cups symbolizes, blood, family. So I'm going to say it is blood. But you take it however it resonates with you, of course. But it just seems as though you're slower to realize that you're the problem. And I'm not saying it to make you feel bad. I'm just saying that you're not, again, things do shape out to be, on a pace of advancement. But you're on the reckless side right now, or at least with the Fool in reverse. It seems as though your whatever your next move is, it's not necessarily going to be a move that is going to put you on the faster pace like your other Taurus brethren and sistren might be on. All right. Now, this is good to see. The Seven of Swords in reverse. This is good to see. This is where, like I was saying before, the forward movement begins. It doesn't end here. You have one more card. And even with this last card, it's probably not going to end there. But for this reading, at least, for this message, that's where it ends. But again, we'll get to that after this. But this is you being very much remorseful and honest about yourself. You're probably realizing your recklessness. This is I'm sorry for my recklessness. This is someone who is in denial about it. You're in this idea, the Fool in reverse, by the way. All right, this is someone who's in denial about it, and you have people in your life who honestly are enablers. And I'm not talking about these folks. I'm talking about people outside of your family. And you believed them. And honestly, that was not the good decision, because they were telling you what you wanted to hear. They were telling you things that they knew you were going to latch onto in order for them to manipulate you in ways that benefited them, but obviously caused some strife within your family and the people who truly love you and truly care about you. You was gullible, and this is the card of gullibility as well. When you're a Fool in reverse, you're gullible. You may have been following folks who, again, didn't necessarily have your best interests at heart at all. These were people who told you your recklessness was okay. They probably was leading you on the path of recklessness, okay? And once again, for their own benefit. Doesn't matter about how your family felt about it. They didn't really care about how it affected you. It was for their benefit. But it seems as though, whether it's through personal guidance, whether it's through some alone time, whether it's through reaching out through someone else, you start to, or just simply your family reaching out and saying how they feel, right? You start to be remorseful for the reckless behavior, the reckless mindset, right? The recklessness in general, however that showed up. Okay? You would know if it applies, of course. And you start to get honest with yourself. You start to get honest. You start to be very much truthful with yourself. And again, this is where things end off, at least for now. the Page of Wands. You know, this is exploration. You know, this is enthusiasm here. And this is extroversion as well. And I like that, the extroversion part for Taurus, because you all are extroverts. So it's like you all do actually are, you know, very much outgoing, loving individuals. And I'm glad to see that that side of you does not stop simply because you may have suffered a loss of family, or some things might be going, like you were again being led astray by people who doesn't necessarily have your best interests at heart. This right here shows that you're not allowing those people to cloud your judgment on everybody in general. When you're in this energy, it's like saying that, in this situation here at least, it's like saying, yeah, those people were not the best people for me. Like, I shouldn't have been around those people. I'm taking accountability, of course. Again, the Seven of Swords is you being accountable, holding yourself accountable, essentially. So you are holding yourself accountable, but you're also acknowledging that the people that may have guided you or enabled that reckless behavior aren't people that you want in your life. And now you're going forward with finding people who are going to be positive, finding folks who, you know, when you are, you know, in you know, your full mode, meaning when you're out here just going with the flow, being free spirited, you're not going to be guided by people who, again, are people who will encourage you to wreck your life, essentially, to be reckless, you know. So like I said, Taurus, like, it doesn't, I don't think the full story ends here. It may, that might be the case. I'm not a fortune teller at all. Hell no. Like, so I don't know that's for you, Taurus. But something is telling me the story doesn't end just here, just this reading. This message ends here. It could simply just be a chapter. Like, it ends here where you're in exploration mode of yourself, exploration mode of people who will not lead you to a reckless life, reckless mindset, right? That might be the end of the chapter. I don't think it's the end of the story in general. But nonetheless, whether it is the end of the story, end of the chapter, it's not a bad way of ending. And hence why I was saying earlier before, like, sure, things start to look very rocky at the beginning of the read, but pacing wise, you might be on a slower pace compared to the other Tauruses out there. But that doesn't mean that it seems like this energy that's happening for the Taurus collective. It doesn't mean that you all are not going to advance. Again, some faster than others. You're on the slower side here, but you're still advancing. So that's how I would look at it. I'm a Taurus moon, so, you know, this could be very much applicable in my life. I haven't honestly looked at this while I was doing a reading. I wasn't thinking about how it's applicable to me, but it could be. Anyways, let me get off this dang thing before any more interruptions go on. All right. If you got anything of value from this video here, please hit that like button. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Share as well with a Taurus or anybody in your life. And feel free to comment whatever you feel compelled to comment. Okay? Personal reads, once again, check out the description box below. Check out this description again for links for my book, Late Nights on Broadway. Smashwords is doing a 75% off sale. That's the only store that's doing it, but I'll leave other links as well and stuff. So go check out all that stuff if you're interested. Okay? Thank you for trusting me for being your intuitive reader for today, or at least one of your intuitive readers for today. Like, comment, share, subscribe once again. And until next time, until next video, you see me when you see me. Peace out.